Hey, go, party over here.
We go.
Yeah. I'm not a fighter, but I'm a lover. Yeah. This kid named Money, he was always broke. He stepped down with my woman, and that ain't no joke. She meant the world to me, and that was no mystery. But when it got down to it, I had to fall him to his knees.
Funk, not fight.
What up? What up? Funk from the front seat. 9 on the Grind TV. We got a special win today. Hang with me because I'm on location out here in Virginia, Lynchburg, doing the School of Funk with Tony Cam and the Funk All Stars. So you know how that goes. But I'm rocking my brand new Funk Not Fight T-shirt, courtesy of Peppermint Patty. She hooked me and my girl up, man. You guys are amazing. Mark Lee's our producer today. We are definitely going to have Peppermint Patty on, beaming in from the Funk Ship One about 12:45, and also Jennifer Burke will be joining us, as well as we got in the house right now, Sherilyn Woodhouse. But before we get to that, I just want to let you guys know, party people pumping the fist like this. We keep the party people pumping the fist like this. Funk, not fight. It's our last show this month of the Funk Not Fight month. And we've been doing that all month. We've had special guests on. Funketeer's been coming on. Funkster Jones was on. Cheryl and her crew was on. We've had a lot of great people come on. Dr. Pamela Wilson was on with us. So we actually been having a really great, beautiful time. Just enjoying the Funk Not Fight mantra and doing everything, to help Patty and Boosie promote this amazing, amazing thing that's happening. It's a universal spiritual connection. We all are connected. So yes, it's really awesome to be a part of it. I'm, the Club Funketeer Vice President, Club Funketeer Ambassador Vice President, and that's an honor and a privilege unto itself. And our motto is simple: Funk, not fight. We want to take these kids, and we want to help these kids, and we want to help anyone, kids, grown-ups, anybody that's having any kind of issue where you feel that thing inside that's about make you ready to swell up. Just remember, diet down. I had a situation I recently just went through yesterday, man, and I had to make sure I stayed in my calm. You know what I mean? So it's better to do that than to go ahead and explode. Lord knows we all want to, but Lord knows we can't. Forgive me, I'm in my hotel room right here, courtesy Cam, so it's really cool. So if I have some blackouts or dropouts, Mr. Mark Lee will gladly jump on, because the internet does what the internet does when you're on the road. So please, I apologize in advance. I've been trying to just make sure everything is straight this morning so we can do the show. It's very, very important. Right now, I'm going to bring on Club Volunteer Ambassador Sherilyn Woodhouse, and she's going to join us in this chat right now. Stay active on the chat line. We love you guys. We appreciate you. 9 on the Grind TV, Funk from the front seat on location, yo. So, Mark, can we bring up Cheryl in the house? What's up, my funk sister? How are you?
What's going on, Zach Attack? How you doing?
Hey, you know how we keep it moving. Yeah. No matter where we go, on location, in the crib, in the car, Funk from the front seat, we keep it rolling.
That's it. You got to keep it moving.
Let me take off my funk glasses and put on my real glasses so I can see what they ain't looking at. Much better. So how you doing, sweetheart? You good? Everything good, ma'am?
Doing wonderful. Just getting that traveling done, getting the opportunity to see Dr. Wilson, get appointed to Regimental Sergeant Major for the Chaplain Corps yesterday.
Yeah, I want you to tell us about that a little bit.
Absolutely.
I saw the post.
Absolutely. Well, she's been a chaplain all of her life. I brought her into the Chaplain Corps because that was always her heart. She went through doing all of her years, going from USAREC to Bosnia to Fort Monroe, Virginia, right here at Fort Jackson, opportunity to serve, in Germany 3 times. And she just led the way with just being natural. As she always say, Esther 14, at such a time as this. So, moving up, she just continued to be loved by her people. And exactly what she told you last week, Funk Not Fight. She gets into the funk of what's going on with people, and she helps them fight it through. But she helps them fight it through with kindness and the best way to take the best role, to include myself, because we get radical sometimes because of our energy, but she has that calmness, and being in the Chaplain Corps is the perfect divine place for her to be. So making her the female regimental honorary sergeant major was just a blessing to be there. I'm just so in awe. I'm overwhelmed with it. Absolutely proud of myself.
Yeah, I was going to say it is a blessing. Even when you guys were on a week ago, 2 weeks or whatever it was, right? And I saw the post that this recently happened. I want to thank you for always posting and keeping us up to speed on what you ladies are doing in the military and around the military, and of course your WOC, because See, that stuff is important. We tend to look at social media as our enemy. But what we have to start doing as a community, as a people, is using it to our advantage. Let's
Yeah.
communicate. Let's talk about things. Let's put out positive information. This is why I try to very, very closely emulate my mentors, Bootsy and Patty Collins, because when they put out stuff, it's always positive. It's always something great. It's bright. It's spreading new information. It's turning people on to things that we need to know in the funk community as well as non-funk. Just because we say funk, we don't want y'all to get it twisted out there. You don't have to know anything about funk to be part of our funk community, because funk is love, the power of the one. And we're going to show that video later in the middle. That's what funk is. It's the power of the one. So the one is the creator. So a creator created everything and everybody. So you don't have to be like knowledgeable Funkadelic or Bootsy or George Clinton or none of that. And shout out to George, man. He just had a birthday. God bless you, sir. We appreciate you. We appreciate you, bro. We love you, man. George, God damn it. I gotta say it. We love you, man. I don't care. We love you. So that's just that. I gotta put that out there. And of course, Bootsy and Patty goes without saying. But you don't have to be knee deep in the funk to get the power of the one. You already have it inside of you. Each and every person out there is a queen and a future king or a king. If you're young, you're a princess and a prince. As you get older, you're a queen and a king. You have it inside of you. So never be turned away by the word funk, because it's really about the power of the one. What would you say to that, Cheryl?
I absolutely agree. Just thinking of the word, the power of the one, that is an individual, meaning you could go out and do whatever you set your sights on. You just got to push through and keep climbing forward. So just that song, every time I hear it, I do the dance that I created to it. It's kind of like a electric slide, but it's a funk slide put together to, let people know, hey, you can move, you can dance, just put your funk in it and come out on top. Power of the one.
That's
One
right.
person reach another person.
Yeah. Let me ask you something. What's Tony been up to?
He is still doing his thing with James Brown, and he's working now to, work some concerts and do some tailgating and, meeting with people in Atlanta. When we went to our conference in Atlanta with I Am Walk, he linked with various people there, and they want to bring him there and kind of just, continue to keep James Brown alive. Let's be honest. That's where it started in Georgia. He was right here in South Carolina in Barnwell. And just him finding that opportunity to just keep doing what he loved to do, it's just amazing to me. Each and every time I see him on stage, he's still flipping. He's over 60-something years old, and I'm still watching him doing forward flips. So I think just him stretching out, keeping Miami pumping, keeping Florida pumping, coming back to Chicago. They awarded him in Chicago for entertainment, and he had the opportunity to have his family and his daughters together. So I love seeing people dance together, especially family. Never lose that, and just being able to be there and watch him do his thing and get up there and pump a little James Brown. Because, the line dance community, we got James Brown all up in there, and we have got to keep that funk music alive. Flashlight, line dances to flashlight. We're going to get your dance up in there. You ain't got it. We got to get that going. Be better than the rest. You know what I mean? Just that beat. United, we stand. Divided, we fall.
I love it.
So
y'all lift that line dance up too. I got to tell you. Y'all lift the foot in that one.
Did the whole song because I wanted to do it from beginning to end, but we're gonna take that song and break it down to a shorter version and make it a true line dance that older people can do too. Because the reality is we're getting older and people have problems with knees when it comes to line dance. Knees be wrapped up, toes be wrapped up, but no shoes on. But the reality is if you have to sit, you can still dance because upper body moves, lower body moves. You can move your eyeballs and you can move your mouth. So whatever body part move, you could put a dance to it. So we're going to work that into this community because it's already happening, but we need to do it even more so.
Yeah, yeah. I noticed that as we get into what they call the dog days of summer, right? It seems that the community at large, and when I say community, I do mean our country and our world, but our community, has kind of taken a step back from some of the violence. And I don't know if people in each and every community have said, listen, we're sick of this. We want everybody to just squelch it for a minute and calm down. Because I have been noticing, even though there have been some things happening, I've been noticing a lot of community events, picnics, and I'm just saying here in North Carolina where I live at, parks and recreation getting involved. I've seen a lot more kids at the parks in neighborhoods that aren't affluent, where things are actually working. The sprays are working, the pools are open, the swings and everything. They must have dumped a lot of money down here in North Carolina, because I'm seeing all of this and I'm saying this is what we need. We need to just piggyback off of Funk Not Fight and what Patty and Bootsy are doing, and just kind of like understand we need community resources, and community resources require money. That's the bottom line. So if you're in your community and you're thinking about, doing something positive, and you have it like that, just dump a few dollars. Maybe, you skip a church service that week and you say, listen, instead of paying my tithes this week, gotta understand, because I'm gonna put it towards something in the community. You know what I'm saying? Let me go down to where Mark works, the Hayti Center. Let me see if they need a volunteer. Let me go to a nursing home, or let me go to one of the summer camps and see, because that's why I'm here today in Lynchburg. We're doing a summer camp, our funk school. This is our second one, and it's all volunteer. We ain't get paid for it, and we wouldn't even want any money for it. But we're doing little things, and I know we all can do something. Even if it's just posting something positive. And I just want to say this. Shout out to Brenda Woods up in Ohio. I love you, Brenda, and I hope you feel better. All right. We miss you, and I know you're going to come back full strong and in strength. And we got you in prayer, Brenda. Don't you worry, man. We got you, man. And shout out to my boo, Christy. I love you. You know that. And all the Club Funketeer ambassadors and Club Funketeer members around the world, we love you. When we on that thread, Cheryl, and we get those texts in the middle of the night, the alerts, beep, 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 and I'm like, ah. But then I look and I realize, somebody from another country. So the time is different. I'm like, why they texting me 1 o'clock in the morning? But then I get it, because we're all part of the same thing. And that's a beautiful thing. I want to ask you your thoughts on community involvement wherever a person lives at. What can people do in their communities to help further this cause?
They can do a lot of things. Find your passion and try to put it into the community. South Carolina got that on lock. I mean, they started in 2003 and 4, just going to the parks, and they turned line dance into straight up community support. Franklin Jones from Columbia, Sandy Thompson has started line dance here. They're always doing support events. D Hughes, you have a lot of community dancers. That's what we do. And the back to school events. I just joined the Double Dutch Club. Don't worry, it ain't got nothing to do with age. Double Dutch has been the thing for Chicago.
Right.
Double Dutch Chinese rope. So when I heard there was an over 40 Double Dutch Club from when I was in Charleston, I found one here. They're right at Hyde Park, Martin Luther King Park. And every Thursday and Sunday, we get in there and jump, jump, jump. I just really love these ladies. Soda City, shout out to the Soda City, Columbia, South Carolina Double Dutch Club. But they doing community events right now. And I feel bad because I couldn't be there. But, we got life going on in the family, great things happening. So we have to be where we have to be. So I just went and got stuff at the store and had one of the dancers came to class and took the supplies to them. But just going to the back to school events every summer, we used to do the line dance. Every time I leave out of class, okay, Cheryl, back to school coming up in August, what you doing? I said, you already know what we doing. We dancing, we'll bring book bags. It's just amazing just to see kids, be able to provide those things for them, especially people that just don't have. So community events, that's who we are. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and you know, you're right, because when Patty and Boosie deliver backpacks full of school supplies from Funkship One, you know, things like that, we all need to take example of that. Even if you can only bring one thing, you
Right.
know, like, hey, if you can get one backpack, if you can afford it, because we all know it's hard out here.
Yeah.
The struggle is real. But if you can afford one backpack and fill it with school supplies and take it to a school, I'm sure a needy child and family will appreciate that and will get it. I know that for a fact. You know, when we I don't quote the Bible a lot. You know, I'm not religious. Y'all know that. I'm spiritual. But when we give back, we get back the love of Christ and Jesus. So when we give, we get, you know, and it's a different kind of feeling inside, something that money can't buy. You know, when you love literally helping people, and I know a lot of people out there that do that, man, including yourself and Mark and, you know, Patty and Boosie and, you know, my girl and all the people that do nice things, you know, that I'm watching. Literally, it's like watching the movie, because I get to sit back and be like, yo, that's my tribe out there grinding like that. Like every time I tag you on a post or you tag me, you let me know, like, hey, I'm doing this and that and the third. I was like, yo, that's my tribe. You know what I'm saying? I feel a great sense of humility, being involved with such beautiful, humble people from all backgrounds, all walks of life, all creeds, all colors, all genders. You know, doesn't matter. I feel really connected to that lately, and I'm grateful. I'm honored. When you first met Patty and Boosie, let's go all the way back. Let's take a back a minute. Let's get in the time machine and go around and spin around and come back in the time machine. There you go. Let's spin around the time machine. When you first met Patty and Boosie, tell us about how you got involved with Peppermint Patty.
Okay, so it was during the pandemic. August was around. I was getting ready to go to Chicago the next month. I was in the living room doing a dance, and then I got a FaceTime from Tony. He said, I'm here talking with Patty and Boosley, having a conversation, and they're doing the power of the one. They mentioned about someone doing a dance to it, and I told him, you got to call my sister, Cheryl. She's the dance queen, the ambassador. So he was like, well, let's see what she can do to it. So I got up, made the dance up, and then I wasn't finished. I told Tony I'm gonna add a little James Brown slide in there for you, just for love. And I put the dance together when he called me back on FaceTime so I could show him what I drafted up. Let's go back. Drafted. It's like that word paneling. And he had me on FaceTime, I think, letting them watch. So I wasn't finished with my product. And so I wanted him to wait until I did the final thing. But he said they loved it. And so I put it all together, did my little dress up in the living room, got my little green screen, and rocked it out. And then I just, from there, she thanked me and asked me would I be their dance ambassador. And I said, sure. I've been doing it for Tony for years. I didn't even necessarily call myself his ambassador. I'm just your sister dancing with you. But I did it, and then I said, here we go with that sharing and caring. You said it last week. You guys, if parents raised you to always share, and sometimes you can't bring everybody along, and people always tell me that, but I always feel if you want it like I want it, you'll stay the course. So I went ahead and just said, let me reach out to some of my line dance friends that I very seldom get a chance and opportunity to dance with. I don't see them much. And sometimes those are your unsung heroes that are really good, but some people, they just don't get recognized because others overpower when we're there. So, when I say overpower, I don't mean in a bad way. They dance so good, you're going to be always the one that focused in on, and it's those other ones that never get seen. So I started reaching out to several people and asked them would they be wanting to be a club funketeer dancer, and would they be the one for their state. And I'm still doing. I haven't covered all the states because I carefully select love and kindness. When she said the power of the one and gave me that spiritual feeling of what that really meant, say no more. I know exactly what you're trying to say to me, and I'm going to make that happen. So I'm
Yeah.
still evolving with that. But the ones that have came on board that are true to the core, people like Shawana Moore out in Indiana. She's having her 10th anniversary uh, event this coming weekend, and I definitely will be there to be a part of that. And then you have Angela Green, the one that does the impersonation. You know, she emulates very well. When I gave her the song "Be Wise" to do something to it, she didn't do a line dance to it. I did, but she did the impersonation of sitting in the chair, you know, just sitting in the car, how his video was going. She did that whole emulation. She had the mustache. You know, they just rocked it out. Then you got Danita Modis from Pittsburgh. You know, she had an event and my whole family went, and Tony went and he performed for him. So it was just, it's very few that stay committed. A lot of them are so busy. They do their own thing every summer, but they make time when I hit them up and they'll go for it. You got Bernard Smith right out in Ohio. You know, Bernard is right there in the Columbus area, but you know, Cincinnati got great steppers. They got great ballroom people. North Carolina, you got James Carr out there. You got Leda General that started the brought up all the babies. So she kind of like the OG, you know, very great people. Jeter, young lady that, you know, went through some things and she bounced back, got her group back ready to dance. So it's just like the stars come back and stay relevant. There are great line dancers and great dance groups out there that just need to stay the course and do what you do. As I tell people, do you, boo. And as my brother say, you do what you do and I do what I do.
Amen. Amen. That's the best way, you know. And thank you for sharing that. And I want to give another special shout out, Brenda. We love you. I know you're watching. You gave a little heart. So we're going to see you real soon. And I know you making a full recovery. So I ain't even worry about that. It's already in the power of the one. We, you know, you guys are active a little bit on the chat line, and I appreciate that. Jazz band is gone. Okay, Mark, thank you. I don't know what that means, but oh, you had a jazz band there, right? Is that okay? I'm talking to my producer, Mark. Okay. So Mark's going to jump in a minute. But before we do, like I said, if you guys are ever having any kind of issues, anybody out there that wants to reach out to me personally or reach out to Funk from the Front Seat or Club Funketeer ambassadors, we're always available. And if you're ever having, you know, some type of feelings of, you know, being down or feeling alone, come join the Club Funketeers, because we are a community unto ourselves. You know, we are, you know, open up for everyone, because that's what we do. We just have people come on and, you know, hang out, and, you know, you join our threads and you become part of the club, and you're forever part of a tribe. And we want a lot of young people to understand this word funk. Don't misinterpret that it's a separate thing and you can't be part of it. It's the power of the one. That's the funk. And what we're going to do right now, I'm going to definitely, I'm feeling a little power of the one-ish, moodish. So I'm going to run that really quick. Again, we're hanging out Funk from the Front Seat, not on the Grind TV. You know, Peppermint Patty and Jennifer Burke will be joining us. We're hanging out with the lovely Club Funketeer ambassador, you know, one of the founders of Women of Color in the military. She's a military vet, and, you know, she's a communication specialist, and, you know, all the good things that this woman has done in the business is amazing. And when I say the business, I mean the business of funk. I mean the business of the world. I mean, you know, just all the good things that, you know, she's done. And you know, we really appreciate you, Cheryl, because, you know, you're amazing, man. When I met you, you know, I was like, wow, this woman is so full of dynamite, so full of energy, you know, and you were always about that. So you're about that thing. So here we go. Power to one. Y'all hang out. Peppermint Patty and Jennifer's joining us a little bit. After that, we're going to give a few shout outs to some special people. Thank you for joining the show today. Funk from the Front Seat, live in Lynchburg, Virginia, on location.
You know, it's however you feel, but you just have to fit it between that space, that little space that you got, which is one. You know, one. You know, one. And then you would try to fit your different notes, but you felt in between it, like, you know, and that's the funk. You know, you know, and you can change that. You know, and that's the funk. And you can change that.
the power of the one. It's the power of the one. You know this funk has just begun. You can lean on me. Let your mind be free, Bob.
I shall not won't die.
But I need the funk, baby. Of the funk is the power of the one, Bob. One!
One. I wanted to piggyback on your story. And we're hanging out today with Cheryl and Woodhouse, of course, Club Funkity Ambassador Extraordinaire, line dancer, women of color, communication specialist, military veteran, the whole gamut. Patty and Linda Burke will be joining us shortly. Patty also called me during the pandemic, and it was cool because I was sitting there on my porch just playing the bass, and I had my amplifier outside, and everybody that came by my neighborhood, walking through my apartment complex, we was trying to cheer people up because those first couple of months when we got locked down was a test, and I was playing whatever. Then I get a call, and I was like, Patty, wow, Patty Collins calling me. I said, something's up. And she asked me about being a Club Funkity ambassador, and I was like, "Yo, just say the word, man." I was like, "This is awesome," And it was right about that time that Boosie's birthday was coming, and he was going to drop Power to One, and so the Power of the One, I'm able to take that and spread it, and that's what I'm trying to do. And if it wasn't for that phone call, it wouldn't have really worked out like that. So I'm grateful, man. So tell us a little bit about. We're going to try to find another one of these, but I wanted to show a couple of pictures. Hold on. Sydney's on step. Not that one. Teresa Lando, not that one. But I had a couple of videos that we had stored in here that we were going to actually run again. With the line dancers and what you're doing. So Mark, while you back there, chilling out and doing all the great things that you do, maybe you can find one of those line dance videos and we could show it. But before we do, I want to just shout out a few people. P-Funk Radio, thank you. Gabe Gonzalez, Keith Jackson, I love you. Larry Funkster Jones, Philly Phil, get on the Funk Bus on Tuesdays. Robin Circle and P down there in Texas. My guy, George the Funk Vinci, who, by the way, just debuted his art show, Full Funk Vibe, on 9 on the Grind TV. So it won't be on Zach Robson's YouTube. It'll be on 9 on the Grind TV YouTube. So make sure you follow that every Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Also, Afterglow 92416, Oak City Music Collective. I love you guys. Donna 92416. I love you, man, with all my heart. QA Entertainment. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Brooke Clagett for being my funk angel. David Webb of the Funk Chronicles of Dayton, Ohio. We also have his show on 9 on the Grind TV every Sunday at 3 p.m. So we are expanding our platform. And Cheryl, your line dance show is in the works. We're going to make that happen for sure. We're going to pick a day, a time, and you're going to do all the things that you do with the line dancers and the steppers. So we want to thank everybody. If I forgot you, please charge it to my head, not my heart, because it's been a really kind of like stressful morning. But, we're going to make sure that we shout out all the people that we love. So here's my guy, Joe Keys. Hold on.
This is Joe Keys of Joe Keys and the Late Bloomer Band. Just did a show with my man, Zach. Number 9. That's right. Number 9's got it going on. Check out Funk from the Front Seat. Zach Robinson. Serious good vibrations, y'all. What we need. Peace.
Joe talks, man. He got that that rasp. He'd have the perfect radio voice. He's like a little bit of Wolfman Jack, a little bit of himself. Like, yo, man, whatever. I love that.
Hey, this is Jen Vanderputten, writer of Code and Prose. You are watching Funk from the Front Seat with Zach Roberson. Tune in every Saturday at noon for excellent and important conversation.
That's my friend, Jen Vanderputten, another queen. She actually is getting ready to do her gardening show, which will be on 9 on the Grind TV as well. And that's going to be, I think, Sunday morning. So we are actually, thank you. I appreciate you, man, PT. Actually, we are spreading out, following the model that was set before us, and we're just going to keep running that model. And we're going to get all around the world, and we want to have as many people. If you have a show or an idea, and you don't have a platform, you come to 9 on the Grind TV. We'll make sure it happens for you because that's what we do.
Hey, it's Chrissy Key Rollins here with Holistic Restoration, inviting you to check out Zach Robinson with Funk in the Front Seat. He drops new episodes every Saturday at noon on the East Coast time, and replays are posted for whenever you miss a live stream. You can find him on 9 on the Grind TV and also on YouTube, and get ready for the funk because he brings it every week along with hot topics, amazing guests, and great conversations. Again, that's Zach Robinson with Funk from the Front Seat on 9 on the Grind TV and YouTube. Go check them out.
Yes. She comes on the show.
Hey, this
She's
is
a
Keith
regular.
Jackson with P-Funk Radio, inviting you to check out my brother Zach Robinson with Funk from the Front Seat. Saturdays, 12 noon on the East Coast and 9 a.m. on the West Coast. It all happens on 9 on the Grind TV and also on YouTube. Great guest, great conversation each and every Saturday. That's Funk from the Front Seat with Zach Robinson on 9 on the Grind TV and YouTube. Check him out.
Everybody that supports this show and everybody that's out there watching, know that we love you, and know that we're here for you, and we're going to do everything we can just to perpetuate this positive energy and this motion of spreading peace, love, and harmony, which is our mantra right here. So Cheryl, I'm gonna bring Mark in for a minute. Mark, can you jump on for a minute while we're waiting on Peppermint Patty? She's beaming in. I've seen it coming in. I feel the heat. The ship is landing, but they got to get the landing gear right, and they had to spread some stuff out, because when the Funk Ship 1 lands, it's got to land like, peacefully and on a flat surface, and people got to be hundreds of miles away so the fire and the smoke of that atomic funk bootzilla energy don't burn them up. So, Mark, let me ask you.
Speaking of energy and all of that, and definitely I was thinking about as you were talking, because you're right that Funk Not Fight and the Power of the One is all really about community and community involvement. And as you were talking and as I was listening, I was actually just thinking about a story that has broken here in North Carolina, which I think that you and Cheryl may find fascinating. But there is a drink, it's an energy drink that is got a certain name in it, and there are people that are literally protesting that drink because it's literally got the title of the drug as the energy drink. So I don't know if that's happening in South Carolina, but here in North Carolina, there is grocery stores that are literally carrying a drink called cocaine. That is literally the name of the drink. And there are some family people that are literally protesting that. So they are actually using the power to protest because they're like, wait a minute, this is an energy drink. It's supposed to be giving you an energy boost and caffeine and all of that. So there are a number of issues, and there are some community folks that are using this as a rallying cry. So there's a number of organizers that are organizing against that harmful nature of that particular thing in our community. So that's something
that's weird. I haven't heard about that, but I've been super busy. But thank you for bringing that to our attention. Of course, all our opinions here on Funk from the Front Seat are that of mine, my host, and my guest. It is nothing to do with StreamYard, has nothing to do with Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or any of the other platforms that support us. We love you guys. Thank you, and please continue to support us. Our opinions on this show are just our opinions. They do not reflect the opinions of anyone else. So please just understand that. When we look at what you just said, Mark, are they targeting this to kids? What do you think, Cheryl? Let me ask Cheryl. Do you think they're targeting young people?
I think in a lot of cases, they find ways to penetrate. You know what I mean? And when I say penetrate, I mean they use other sources or things that they like or things that can be maneuvered around to get to them. So it's up to us, again, to teach the kids what to look out for. One thing people say, why you watch reality TV? It's not necessarily for watching drama. It's watching what not to do and what to be aware of. So when you see it coming at you, you be, oh, I saw that again. It be that Oprah moment. You know what I mean? Aha. Right. And then you can move on. But the kids, we just gotta keep educating, keep them lifted in it.
Yeah, I didn't hear about this thing, but I'm sure it's going to be a big thing. Yeah. But the way I see it, when they start, putting something out that's like shock value, it's always like a magician. Look at this hand, but don't pay attention to this hand. This is the one that's going to be reaching. While you're looking at this, I'm reaching into your pocket. So keep that in mind for everyone out there. I'm not pro or con on the cocaine name drink. I just think that if we teach our young people, right from wrong, they'll make the right decisions the better part of the time. And I
They
don't
make
know what's in the drink. I imagine it couldn't be pure cocaine. But
No,
for people that don't
I hope
know,
not.
they
I
used
hope
to put cocaine in Coca-Cola in
I was just
1910.
gonna say, hey, now what about Coca-Cola? And then Halloween is coming. They always find a way to slip it in that candy. You know, they know a way to penetrate them kids.
Yeah, that's
and I
sad.
think, and I
That's
think that's what
sad.
they're trying to do is, and this isn't the first time that they have used things that have a useful kind of style or a useful name in order to get into our communities. So yeah, whether it is that particular drink name or other drink names, they have definitely intentionally gone after the used market, and this is plenty attempt to go after the used market. I want to say that a lot of it is being stored with our Brown brothers, so they are actually penetrating through some of the stores that are run by them as well. But definitely, it is something that is done, and it's not the first time because Minister Paul Scott, who brought the issue up and all in that kind of way, and is very much of a activist, had brought up some other kind of things that were particularly targeted toward our young community, and they may be whether it's certain cigarettes, certain other things that have fancy names, but they're using the
Vapes.
name in order to get
Mm-hmm.
into the community, and it's all about the naming and the branding. So some of the branding is specifically targeted toward our young people, and definitely it is sometimes not the greatest product. Like I said, this particular product is a energy drink, and it is not. I don't think it has any of the actual drug in it, but it does have a caffeine, and even caffeine can have its own issues as well. And I'm not saying that I don't have iced tea and other things that have caffeine, but they can be overly loaded, and there are definitely things that are targeted in that space as well.
Right.
Yeah, it's weird, man, that you even saying that. I sound completely out of my body when I'm saying, "Hey, go to the store and bring me some cocaine." How do you even ask somebody that? But yeah, give me that cocaine thing over there. I mean, come on. Again, I don't. Yeah, one way or the other. I'm very liberal. I don't care what people do in their private lives. Whatever you do, you. Like Cheryl said, you do you. I'm gonna do me. I just think that they're getting ready to do something they don't want us to see and think about. So they're going to distract us with that. They're going to distract us. Hey, don't look over here because we get ready to start this war. That's one thing that I'm very, very conscious of because I think that as this country moves forward, we should do our best to move away from violence, elevate our energy to the next spiritual level. We're all down here. Some of us are here. You guys, obviously, Patty and Boosie and everybody on the thread. But the ones that are here that want to continue that low level vibration of hate and misunderstanding another fellow human being is where we got to reach them. And if they don't want to come along, we got to leave them. Unfortunately, we can't help them anymore. What else can we do? You already got like 8-year-olds killing kids. We've hit rock bottom. Everybody's like, oh, when it hits rock bottom, it'll bottom out. Yo, I got news for y'all. It hit rock bottom. We are at rock bottom. So let's go up now, right? Wouldn't you agree, Mark?
I would totally agree. I mean, the whole nature of the song is, that let's get with the funk music and not doing any of this fighting, because we're seeing fighting that's going on all over the world. And I'd love to hear Cheryl's thoughts about this. But I mean, there is literally violence breaking out against women in not just here in the United States, but in places like Peru, places like India, and a number of other places as well. So I'm hoping that this message will resonate on a global level, and we will also understand that women deserve our respect, and that definitely we need to be stopping this gender
Absolutely.
violence that is
And
going
Mark, I
on.
got to cut you there because we got Peppermint Patty on. So I'll be right back with you, bro. Hi, Patty.
Hello, Zach and everyone.
How are you?
Hey, good.
Thank
How
you
are
for joining
you?
us.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I'm in my truck on the move, but I pulled over so I could make sure I could at least say hello.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And Patty, I just wanted to tell you thank you, my girl. I thank you because we've been rocking this.
Yay.
Thank you so much. And please, Peppermint Patty, just give us a few minutes of your time and insight as to why Funk Not Fight is so very, very important.
You know, Bootsy and I were driving home one day, and we heard about the shooting 2 years ago in Chicago. And he said, "You know what? I've got to do something." So when he said that, he also said, "I want you to start a campaign." So he wrote the song, and then I started contacting some of our partners, and Funk Not Fight has been launched. Um, we're really feeling the purpose for Funk Not Fight is to calm the violence with music. A scenario is when James Brown actually had a concert when Dr. Martin Luther King was shot and killed. He did a concert in Boston, and that concert helped to calm the violence all around our United States of America. And Bootsy was a part of that. So he's like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it again, but let's do it in 2023 on another level. So we launched in Cleveland back in April, and they're seeing such great success. They have what's called a Funk Not Fight safe space. And that safe space is where if a youngster or teenager, adult feels like they want to hurt themselves or someone else, they can actually go to this safe space, speak with a counselor, speak with a psychologist if necessary. They can then step out that room, which is, again, it's branded as the Funk Not Fight safe space. And next door to that space, they have a museum where you can go visit art, you can do art, and then you can also get this record a song.
Wow.
And that's where the music comes from. So they're telling us since April, they're getting more folks in the community coming in, more children, more community leaders involved, and sponsorship is coming through. Our latest, biggest, most exciting partnership is with Music Will. Used to be called Little Kids Rock, but they are so interested now in partnering with us and putting instruments inside of that studio where kids can pick that instrument up, blow a horn, hit a drum, et cetera, et cetera. So we're taking it all around the United States, and we're really excited. Our next launch will be more than likely Columbus, the first week of September. So we'll keep you posted.
Yes, please do. And we're looking forward to, like we spoke privately about, us doing that thing here. We are more than ready. But I wanted to add you. I know you have to run, but I wanted to congratulate you on you and Boosie's
Oh yeah.
Black Walk of Fame and getting that. I had to do this, Pat. I don't want to embarrass you, but I had to. This was so cool,
Yeah.
and we were all honored for you and Boosie because you guys deserve this. So can you just tell us a little teeny bit about this before you go?
Well, Bootsy has been known as one of the founders, originals of the Black Walk. So our commissioner here in Cincinnati, Miss Alicia Reese, took it, ran with it, built this beautiful display of where you can stand on a stone down on the banks, which is where the location is for the display. And you can actually interact with Bootsy, Penny Ford, and a whole lot of other artists, Midnight Star, that have been inducted into this beautiful Black Walk of Fame. So it's going to grow, grow, grow. Next year, we're going to be honoring some newbies in that area, like the Deal and Babyface and all these folks. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and we're honored to be a part of the Black Walk of Fame.
That's
Yo,
beautiful.
that's amazing, man. When I saw that, I was like, yo, we all
Yeah.
blew up for you for that, Patty. And I just want to thank you because you guys are always so busy. And like I said earlier in the show, you're an example for us and mentors for myself and many, many others. And we got your six covered. We got you. No matter what, funk not fight. We good. We got you.
We appreciate that. And hi, Cheryl. Thank you for all
Hi,
you
Patty. You
do.
look so
Thank you for all you
beautiful.
do. Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
you're so beautiful. And thank you for all you do with the dancers and because your art piece is just as critical as the music itself. So you're the ones that keep the music spinning. So thank you for being our ambassador for
Yes.
our funk dance team. It's just amazing. And then of course Zach, you're keeping the funk alive with your show, Funk from the Back Seat. So we thank you. We can't do this without you all. So stay strong, more to come, and we hope to see you soon. Funk Next
Yes,
Absolutely.
Update.
ma'am. We
Thank
love
you.
you.
Thank you,
I love
Patty.
Love
the
See
you.
you soon.
t-shirt.
See you
Bye.
soon. Bye.
Thank you. That is so, it don't get no better than that. So when y'all are watching and you rerun this again, y'all know, okay, this is big. I got goosebumps, Cheryl. Just now, my whole thing just got all goosed up because when we hear from our mentors and our top people what we're doing, it just gives us more energy and spirit to do even more for the cause. And without Mark, without you, without people on the thread, the fans, the Keith Jacksons of the world, the Funky Jones of the world, Gabe Gonzalez, my God, I ain't forget you, bro. Without Philly Phil and Robert Circular P and all the people that are on those threads keeping the funk alive, it's a serious mission that we're on.
It is.
No joke.
It's a big one too.
It's
And
big. It's
sometimes
big.
I think we don't realize it because sometimes a lot of times when I look at dance and your worth, yes, your worth means everything, but if you don't network, how you gonna get to your net worth? So to me, you give a little bit as we volunteer for anything else. And what I look at is we make up dances to any song on this earth. Why not make up a dance to someone that knows you and knows your worth? That's all I'm gonna say on it.
Yeah.
That's
Cheryl,
like
I'm gonna give you the big screen because I got to get out of here. I got a hard out. Normally I stay to 1:30, but I got a sound check that I just missed at 12. But it's okay because I know the material. I've been practicing all night. But yeah, I got to get out of here. But I want to bring Mark on because I know he has something to say. And I want to thank everybody that put in a comment today. And I'm just going to go down and read some of these comments really fast because it's important that I acknowledge anyone that supports this show. And, Virtue 717, yes, Cheryl Woodhouse, of course, that part right there. Do it. All right, go Cheryl, go. When the power of the one line dance, and the one that we have on right now. Good morning, my funk fam. Have a great weekend. Thank you for all your unified voices and all the great. I was getting the text. Thank you for all the unified voices and efforts. Great respect for you all. Godspeed, God bless. Cali love. See, when we get Cali love at 12 o'clock and it's 9 there, California knows how to party.
Oh, yes,
Welcome
they
to the
do.
city of the Wild Wild West, a place that's untouchable like Elliot Ness, where the music hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest. Pack a set for your Jimmy in the city. We in the Sunshine State with the bomb-ass hemp beat, a place where you never see the dance floors empty. Pimps beat on a mission for them green, mean money-making machines serving fiends. I got you, Cali. I don't think we don't know what y'all doing over here on the East Coast, the Beast Coast. Y'all are the West Coast, the best coast. We the East Coast, the Beast Coast, all right? We together, yo. See, Cali love, man. That's what it is around the world, right there. Right there. Cali love, East Coast love, one love. Power of the one. Cheryl, I'm going to give you the full screen. Mark, I want you to jump on real fast. Get a quick one for Cheryl. Then I got to get out of here. I got a hard out and go do this music. Tony Cam Funk School, Part 2. We beating the mayor today, so I got to dress up in my best duds, Yeah, man.
You do a great job. I have no doubt about it. You're going to do an amazing job and all along those lines. I mean, the thing is, as I was saying before, Patty is truly amazing and an amazing person just in general and all along those lines. You say that she is a fan of mine. Well, I'm a super fan of hers and Booty and the rest of the gang, but I definitely think that the message that they are putting out is one that should resonate with the entire world, because we do have too many people that are getting caught up in the violence and in a number of other things that are distracting. And they're not just distracting our youth, but they're distracting a lot of our adults and other folks. And no matter what you're going through, there are ways that we can address it without thinking about the violence way and all in that space. So I'm definitely one that supports what they're doing with this drive. And I think that it's something that is much needed, because I'm thinking, as me and Cheryl and you were talking about, along with Cheryl's sister, there are so many things that the kids are looking to do, and they need to have avenues to do them. So that's something that seems that they are adding and incorporating. And I was really impressed with what you were doing, Cheryl, with the double Dutch and all in that space, because I do know some people in that lane, both here in North Carolina, as well as a friend of mine in Ohio, and all in that space. Quincy is down there sometimes watching the show, and he's very much into double Dutch, and definitely there is a great double Dutch community here with the Bouncing Bulldogs.
May I jump in on the double Dutch thing for a quick second?
They're in Chicago now, right now at the National, watching the National show.
I never learned how to jump double Dutch. Now, I could do single rope all day. That double Dutch, and I was coordinated. I was an athlete, couldn't do it. So I was always the kid that got stuck turning the rope. Now, for all you double Dutches out there,
that's important.
Give that kid a break, right? When they turn in the rope for 2-3 hours, you know what? If they can't do it, you need to teach them, because nobody wanted to teach me how to do it, you know? And I'm a headliner.
But Zach, isn't that part of what, because, I cannot, along those same lines, I was sorry. And I'll just say it. I'm just going to be honest about it. I was sorry as a track runner, but I ran track for 4 years in high school. But I heard a great networker and a great connector even back in those days. So they kept me on the team for exactly that reason. I could not run worth a darn. I think I finished dead last just about every time, but they knew that we would have success because I was going to go out there and recruit quality people, just like I tried to help with the various things that I'm involved in. This particular endeavor that we're doing, as well as some other endeavors that I'm part of as well. So, you got to know your lanes and know your skill sets. And if you don't know the skill sets, then try to have people that are your mentors that will help you learn those skill sets and all in that space.
I think Cheryl was going to jump in on the double Dutch thing.
Oh, yeah. A double Dutch is one of those things that you just got to get the timing right. The timing is everything, because all you doing is up, up, up. The rope gonna keep doing this, and once you got that 1, 2, 1, 2, and you get in the rope, it's on. Just lift your feet up. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm a drummer. You would think I would be able to do it, right? I can't. I can't. I tried. They kept getting mad at me. Get out of the middle. Go turn the rope. And here I am. You know what I'm saying?
But the turner is important.
Yeah.
The turner has to help you get in. You know what I mean? That person doing this right here, you got to be ready to scoop them on up in there. And once you get them going and feel their rhythm, then you can keep them going.
Yeah. We used to know how to start the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E. Right? Oh, my God, that takes me back. Yo, 2 weeks in a row. Last week, you took me back with paneling. I still can't get that out of my head, the word paneling. Because the way you said it, it was just so 1960s. I physically was in the basement with that paneling, and now the double Dutch. So thank you, Cheryl, because you give me moments of sheer joy when we speak. I swear to God, you do. I swear. I'm going to give you.
I've got to teach you though real quickly, because there is a new sport that is actually not paddling. I think it's called paddleboarding, but apparently it's becoming like pickleball. It's very much popular along those lines. So apparently it is a new sport that is very popular that is using in paddling. So apparently paddling has got a new meaning. So what are you hearing about this, Cheryl? Because I'm hearing that there's a new sport that's out there that's like very popular.
Yeah, I saw it on the news.
What is it?
Pickleball. I don't know. I kind of haven't really played it, and I just try to stay away from stuff, because every time I learn something new, I want to go and do it. You know what I mean? But Google it. I mean, I heard it on the news, but yeah.
I think it's called literally paddleboarding. I think it's called paddleboarding.
Wow.
I'm not sure.
I gotta figure that, because pickleball is spreading across the country like wildfire. Pickleball is gonna be in the Olympics soon. I guarantee it.
Absolutely.
And I know people that play it, man. They love it. They absolutely do love it, man.
This coming Olympics, we're gonna have breakdancing. Literally, breakdancing will be at the next Olympics. So breakdancing, I don't see why pickleball.
Brenda said she weak.
Brenda, I'm glad you laughing because we needed to cheer each other up. I'm telling you, Brenda, Cheryl dropped the word paneling on me. And she didn't say paneling. She's paneling, like the old school way. Paneling. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been able, every 2 hours, that word paneling. Right. You watch. I'm gonna write a song. I'm gonna sneak that word in. Paneling. I love it. I want you to actually say it. So I'm gonna record something, then I'm gonna tell you, okay, Cheryl, say paneling. Why? In my next song, paneling is getting in. It's getting in. It's in already. Thank you so much. I'm putting up a few more comments. We're making people laugh, and that's good. Brenda, I gotta put up a comment. She said, I'm weak with laughter. That's a good thing, Brenda. We love you, man. We miss you. And, please get well soon, man. So everybody out there, thank you. It's been a great show. Love all my peeps out there. Love you, boo. Love everybody out there that supports Funk Not Fight. I'm going to show you once again. You can go to, Boosie Collins and Patty Collins' websites. They're all over the place. Get one of these dope shirts, Funk Not Fight. And, Funk Not Fight. And we want everybody to just join in on this mission. Mark, thank you so much. Great producers always, man. And thank you all. It was a great ending to our Funk Not Fight month. All right. Next month, we're going to have Women of Color back on, Cheryl with her peeps. And we're going to have also Chrissy Rollins. And also, we're going to have, a short from my guy, Funko Drill Santiago, that we're doing something with him in August. So, we're going to have an exciting month of August. It's going to be busy. And, we're going to just keep doing our thing. Plus, Nappyhead Funk Army always. So, Mark, I'm going to give Cheryl the full screen and we get ready to bounce out with that video.
Drop it. Love doing this. It's kind of like one of the best. Power of the one.
You got the full screen, so I want you to take us out a little bit with the last word and some words of encouragement for all of our young people, because we're gearing this for everybody. As Patty said, it's for every adult, every child. But, we really want to focus a little bit on some of the things that's happening with our young people. So any words of advice that you may have for our young people on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday afternoon?
Absolutely. Absolutely. To all my young folks out there, especially the children, we want you guys to stay focused. Stay focused on whatever it is that your passion is. If your passion is dance, go out there and dance. Get your parents to take you to some classes. If you love the arts, if you love instruments, get out there and practice. When you're in school and there's radical going around you, stay out of the radical. Do like I did. Get into sports. Play an instrument. Get into some teams that's going to teach you some education. And as my mother always told me, and my mentor told me, Dr. George Munch, surround yourself around other children that are doing great things, because other kids educate. That's how we learn. We learn from the kids. Even in the military, we take it from the youngest private PFC. They drop that knowledge on us, and then we take that knowledge and we build on it. So young people out there, millenniums, and especially my young females, get into something great, no matter what it may be. And as you get older, pick that career. If you don't stick with it and you want to be whore, I'm going to always say, come see your Auntie Cheryl. Join the U.S. military and let them show you what women empowerment is. And when you leave that military and serve them 20 years, you become what? A veteran. A veteran earning great disabilities for whatever you've gone through. And if you having any troubles, don't be afraid to seek out mental health counselors, because you don't want to feel left alone. This world is made up of a whole bunch of people, millions of people in this world. And the most special person out of all of us is you. And that's for every individual. So when it comes to life, take it day by day. Enjoy life and do not sit back worrying about fighting and fussing with people. Stay focused, stay in them books, stay educated, because you cannot funk if you don't fight for your rights and your education. And I will say a key word, and this is for everybody in the world, to include the children. Anything and everything you do, always include diversity. We are all God's children. We are all the power of the one. And it doesn't matter what your color is, it's what you bring to this world and the kindness that we have for each other. So you ain't got to like a person, but you can sure enough deal with them. So young millenniums, love up on your young children too. Love up on your little sisters and brothers and treat them well, because those children are going to be the one that what? Take care of us as we get older. To my children out there, I love you. To my line dance family out there, I love you. To my wonderful husband, Ernest Woodhouse, of 43 years, we just celebrated 10th anniversary. I love you. To Zach, Patty, Bootsy, Tony Wilson, all my funk family, Mark, Larry Funkster, thank you guys for giving us the opportunity to bring funk, and especially to the line dance choreographers, the new ones and the ones to come. I'm looking for you. Let's keep funking and let's not fight. Love you all.
Well said. You know what? And kudos to all the line dancers out there that work tirelessly to put their shows together. And, you know, if you have them, get them to Cheryl will get them to me, and we definitely will run them, because Cheryl is getting ready to get her own show on this platform coming soon, and we're going to work out some things, and y'all will be hip to that as well. Yeah, man, we got that. We're gonna do this big. We just going to keep going. I love you guys out there. It was a great show. Thank you on behalf of my producer, Mr. Mark Lee, everybody that was on the chat line today. Thank you for keeping the funk alive. Remember, funk, not fight. Put the guns down and let's unite. And I'm going to leave y'all how we came in is how we're going to go out. And we're going to go out just like this. Remember, we love you.
Hey, go, party over here.
Yeah. I'm not a fighter, but I'm a lover. Yeah. This kid named Money, he was always broke. He stepped down with my woman, and that ain't no joke. She meant the world to me, and that was no mystery. But when it got down to it, I had to funk him to his knees. Something like that.
That was it.
You guys are awesome. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy yourself. Funk from the Front Seat, 9 on the Grind TV. Stay tuned to all the good things all of us Club Funketeer ambassadors are doing as well. Please follow Mr. Mark Lee. He has at least 5 shows that he does of his own. And also, he's very, very active in the North Carolina community, politically, business wise, and everything else. This man is one of the true unsung heroes. He's right here, right? Oh,
okay.
There. Oh, there. He's right there. He's one of the true unsung heroes. So remember, funk, not fight, and love each other. And we're going to leave you with this positive thought. Love conquers all. We'll see y'all next week. We had a beautiful month of Funk Not Fight Month. And everybody on here brought some positivity to it. And we appreciate you guys. And remember, we love you. Love yourself. Like Cheryl said, you are the most important person for you. Love y'all. See y'all later.